And we are getting ready for a huge event this weekend as meteorologist Greg Fuels promises us good weather. This is the largest HIV/AIDS walk in Texas. We'll talk to the folks with the AIDS Arms Life Walk. It's their 25th year coming up a little bit later, and this is so important. This is their biggest fundraiser.
Yeah, it's on Sunday. The weather looks like it's going to be great for it. It kicks off in the center of town. We'll have more information and interviews with them coming up here in the next couple of hours. Life Walk from AIDS Arms is celebrating its 25th year this Sunday. We have details. You can still register even day of. We are celebrating everything they've done for the community coming up here throughout Daybreak this morning, 10 minutes after 5, and we will be right back.
All right, Corporal Nick, thank you. Yeah, you hear that? Take a look around. Take a look at this. All right, good morning. If you are looking to get your heart pumping this weekend and also raise money for a good cause, we have just the thing for you. On Sunday, you want to join these guys with Life Walk 25th anniversary. This is to benefit AIDS Arms based here in Dallas, which makes a difference in the lives of so many patients who live with AIDS and HIV every single day. So I want to talk to you first of all, Ashley Ennis. You volunteer and you work there. You've done so for 4 years. And what do you do there, and what does it mean to your patients, the people you work with?
Well, I'm the director of all the prevention services at the agency, and our team is able to go out in the community. We offer free HIV testing services, prevention, education, counseling. We're able to offer free condoms. We can link a newly diagnosed person into services with us and make sure that they get connected to other support services, and we can provide mental health services, just a number of services for someone who is newly diagnosed and may be afraid and feel like they don't have anyone to turn to. We are there to try and provide hope and support for them.
Help with that transition. And Dr. John Carlo is a friend of Channel 8, an oftentimes guest, and you're also the CEO of AIDS Arms. And we talk about, and we've heard so many stories about people who live with HIV and AIDS, and thanks to drugs, can live relatively normal lives. But the work that you do at AIDS Arms is still so important. Tell us why.
Well, that's right. It's incredibly important because, yes, while we do have great treatments available, it's incredibly expensive, and there are so many people that have no access to these life-saving medications. And it's really the community's effort through Life Walk and the fundraising that's going on throughout the year with our Life Walk teams that really enables us to have these treatments available for everybody in this community.
All right, it's Sunday, and we're going to show that information on our screen right now. October 4th at 1 p.m. You can still register. It's right there in Lee Park in Uptown, and registration is at 11 a.m. Lifewalk.org is the website if you'd like to know more information. And again, this is the 25th year, and it's their main fundraiser, so the funds are so desperately needed. And we thank you so much for joining us. And we'll hear more from them coming up the next hour. But Ron, for now, back to you.
All right, Alexa, thank you. Looking forward to it. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for waking up with us here for News 8 Daybreak. I'm Ron Corning, and we are live on the Victory Park Plaza with a little party this morning. And our party on the plaza continues this morning as we celebrate AIDS Arms and their 25th Life Walk, which kicks off this Sunday. We'll let you know how this organization is helping North Texas, going on 3 decades. We'll be back right after this. And good morning, everyone. Yes, we are live at our Victory Park Plaza this morning. We are celebrating AIDS Arms, 30 years they have been in Dallas, 25 years for Life Walk.
And it's so important. They're raising their funds this weekend. Sunday is the big walk. You can still register. So we're going to talk about that throughout the hour. I just want to introduce you real quick to Mark Thibodeau, who's, okay, are you awake yet? If you're not, Mark?
Good morning. I say life. You say walk. Life. Walk. Life. Walk. Yeah!
How's that for a wake-up call?
If only he could be a little more enthusiastic to get things started. Let's check in with Greg because we think the weather on Sunday, Greg, is going to be just perfect for Life Walk. But this I like. All right, and we are celebrating 25 years of AIDS Arms Life Walk. It is kicking off Sunday at Lee Park. You can register right up until the day. And as you can see, it is an energetic group, very passionate about the cause. We'll tell you more about this organization. Been in existence now for almost 30 years in Dallas. We'll be back in just a moment.
right. Thank you very much, Corporal Nick. We have a great crowd here on the plaza this morning. The good folks from AIDS Arms who are celebrating their 25th anniversary Life Walk, where they raise funds for what they do to help so many people who are living with HIV and AIDS. And it is worth mentioning that next year you will mark your 30th anniversary that AIDS Arms has been in existence, really on the forefront in the fight against AIDS. And Dr. John Carlo, who is a good friend of us here on News 8 Daybreak, is the CEO of AIDS Arms. And talk about the importance, even though we do have so many drugs today that help people live normal lives who suffer from AIDS or HIV, but the work you do is so important, especially in Dallas.
Well, you know, it really is very important. You know, we do such a good job thanks to the treatment that's available, but what we're seeing more and more now is complacency, and people don't believe that there's a risk out there, and unfortunately that's not the case. So we still have a lot of work to do to get good prevention activities out there, make sure we have good therapies available, and really it's about LifeWalk that's raising the funds that are necessary to make this happen.
And I know that you also target teenagers because their generation is so different from ours. They see it as a treatable disease, but still very important that it's prevented. And Marvin Green, you have walked for 24 years now. Why is this so important to you to take part in Life Walk?
Well, after losing almost 30 friends, I decided to start walking and kept on doing it, trying to raise funds. Hopefully we'll have a cure for this soon. So we just keep on walking each year.
Well, the work you do is so important. We thank you for being here on the plaza this morning. And you can also still walk. It's not too late to register. Information there is right on your screen. Lifewalk.org is the place to go. Again, Sunday morning, starting at, well, Sunday afternoon at 1 p.m. Ron?
All right, Alexa, thank you very much. And our thanks to AIDS Arms for joining us on the plaza this morning.
Hey, cue the music. And it's 6:30. I'm Alexa Economist on this finally Friday. Good morning. We do have Corporal Nick joining us. With
Yes.
A problem on the road. We'll get to that in a second.
Yes, and the fashion police are sounding off about your Fonzie jacket. Some people like it, some people don't. This is the plaza shot here. We are celebrating AIDS Arms and the Life Walk, which is in its 25th year, raising money and awareness for HIV and AIDS across North Texas. They are kicking off their walk at Lee Park on Sunday. We'll have more information coming up.
And our party continues on the plaza here at the American Airlines Center with DJ LC in the house. The Life Walk 5K celebrating its 25th anniversary as it raises funds for AIDS Arms based in Dallas, which helps so many who live with HIV and AIDS. We're back in a moment. Now 60 degrees outside, 20 minutes before 7.
We'll be there live, I can bet you.
Guilty as charged.
We'll be back in just a moment. Our party continuing on the plaza as we celebrate Life Walk. Its 25th year this Sunday. A lot going on, of course, the State Fair of Texas, Fort Worth kicking off its Pride. The parade is tomorrow at noon in downtown. And then Life Walk on Sunday. It is AIDS Arms' biggest fundraising event of the year, celebrating 25 years on Sunday. Congratulations. It's at Lee Park, right on Turtle Creek Boulevard. You can register right up until 11 a.m. on Sunday. And DJ LC, thank you, as always, for helping us get the weekend started. And again, thank you, AIDS Arms, for everything you do, going on almost 30 years. You want to wrap her up?
Let's wrap her up.
Let's get her done.
Let's get her done.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
GMA's next.